Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat. I am Heather and we are here for you guys live each and every day. Every day, Monday through Thursday, we're here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And then on Fridays, we're here at 8 and 10. So I'm making sure we're all good. I think that's going to be a little bit close. But we'll just go ahead and... Is that too close? Should I go back a little bit? We'll go back a little. No, we'll do good. All right. So I'm like, we're good. I hope everybody is having a great day. And we have had so much fun today, and we are going to continue to have some fun. And so my eyes are already done, and we're going to keep that because I really like it a lot. And I used the nude palette, which is all mattes. And so if you're maybe just starting to wear eyeshadow, or maybe you stopped wearing eyeshadow because you thought maybe it would draw attention to wrinkles and crinkles, the nude one, being that it's all matte, is a great one to use because it doesn't have any shimmer to it and will look amazing. So every time we do this, we like to go over our kit and our starter kits. We have 3 different ones, but let's go over this one. This is the Icon, and we also have the Icon Pro and the Legend, but their great news is they're all operated the same way. So what you do for one, you will do for all of them. And except the Pro has 2 speeds. So if you're doing tanning, body work, things like that, that'll be the one you'll want to go to. And then when you get it, it comes with makeup. So it does come with the 2 large bottles of foundation and the Love and blush. And we'll go over those as well. But the blush is super high pigmented. It will intensify. It will come out a little bit more. So you're only going to start with 2 drops. And a lot of times I even do the drops first, or the blush first, and then do the foundation on over that, because it blends it in. So it really depends on what look you like, and if you like your blush bold or more muted, which is good. So now let's look at what to do when you first get your kit. And so when you first get it, we want you to get it out of the box, plug it in, and just feel that air. When you turn it on, there's air that comes out. So what that's telling you is wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. So there's no guesswork or anything like that. Just like if you were putting it on with a brush, you would feel those bristles. You're going to feel that air and know that's where the makeup's going to go. When you're moving the stylus around your face, you want to make sure that you keep it about 4 finger widths away. Keep moving, la, 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 la. And then when you're ready, you're going to put water right in here and start pulling back on the trigger. Pulling back on the trigger is what releases the makeup. And so when you're practicing with water, it's a lot of fun. And then you don't waste any of the product, but we give you the 2 big bottles. And so you can start practicing when you are comfortable with that as well. Hello, Candy. Good to see you. All right. So again, eyes are on. I'm going to go straight into, I'm like, do I want to do blush first? Yes, I'll do some blush first. And I'm going to do the Plum Blush. I wanted to see if we have, I really like the Plum and Soft Rose Gold Illuminizer that I did earlier today. This one. Let's see if I have one that's opened. I think this is it. Yep. So I'm going to shake both of these up. I hope everything is good, Candy. So I'm shaking up Plum and actually I did Tulip and the Rose Gold Illuminizer. So we're going to do Plum and the Rose Gold. We'll do a couple drops in my stylus along with the Plum. And again, just doing 2 drops. It's hard to see when I'm like raising it all the way. And now we'll pull back on that trigger. And what I'm doing is I'm blocking the air and then I'm pulling back on the trigger. And what that does is called back bubble. And so it will mix that product in there for you. And so you're able, it's not getting everywhere. So I can mix it. I don't have to put anything here to stir it or anything. It's going to mix in there for you. Hello, Patty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. So now Plum Blush and Rose Gold Illuminizer. I feel the air. I can see it. I'm going to move it over here. Hello, Deborah. How are you? And that's all I'm going to do. Now, it is going to bloom. It is going to come up a little bit more. But having that rose gold in there is also going to kind of soften it a little bit. Even though the plum is a very bold color, it will soften it a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Silk 4-in-1 foundation, shaking this up. I always love when we're on Facebook and YouTube because it's just, I get my old friends, not old, but you know, my friends I've known for a while, jumping on Facebook, which is really sweet. All right, so now I have, hello, Jackie. I now have my foundation in here and I'm going to start my passes. Now, I didn't rinse it in between the blush and the foundation. All you have to do is blow it out, and meaning you can get rid of whatever's in there. My complexion is lighter. It might be the lights. But I was thinking today, actually, that I need to tan. Bad. Hey, Lazina, how are you? So going back and forth, covering, you know, blending out that blush to soften the blush just a little bit, making my passes. Remember, passes, that's what's giving your coverage and the intensity of a color. So if I want that blush super, super bright, I'm going to make a few passes. I'm going to make 2 or 3 passes, and that intensifies that color. But if you want more coverage, it's the same thing. You're going to make more passes. Candy, you might be. All right. Just looking, I can stop once I make my pass, and you'll start to know, like I know my coverage is here, so I can make my pass and kind of go there. And you'll get that down. You'll get it where you're like, oh, I know that I can do this. I mean, almost do it without looking, but of course we want to look. But yeah, you can go in there. You know what needs to be covered. I don't have to put the same amount of makeup everywhere because I know where I need my coverage. I know where I don't need as much coverage, and I don't have to make as many passes there. So doing that, I can boop, 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 do my passes, look in the mirror. Okay, did I miss any spots? We talked about that the other day, about when we get so used to airbrushing, we sometimes forget spots. And mine usually moves around. Mine, for one time, was my nose or under here. And then now it's like right here that I forget, or I miss or something. It makes it, you know, you do want to stop and take a look and make sure that you are hitting all those spots. I just put some Tip Top cleaner in my stylus and I'm cleaning it out real quick. Let's see. Lazina said, hold on, let me turn this off. Hold on. Okay. Whenever I apply foundation, after a few hours, my foundation becomes oxidized and it becomes darker than the skin. Can you please suggest anything from that? Okay, so it shouldn't do that. But I've heard some people, just with your, you know, everybody's skin's different, that it could. What I would suggest is putting some powder on underneath. And I know that sounds weird, but you can take, and I actually did that before. you can take the translucent powder or a setting powder, powder your face, and then use the foundation. What other products are you using, Lizina? Are you just airbrushing the foundation? Or are you doing blush and all of that as well? Because like I said before, it shouldn't do it, but I have heard of it sometimes happening. So powder before and then do the foundation. And usually that is, like, I've been loving the way it looks. It's a smoother finish kind of, but for me it helps because like in the mornings I'm running around and I'm so hot. I just get so hot that I'm like, ah, and powdering before I do the foundation has helped control a lot of that. And so it makes it a little bit easier. All right, I am going to put on the Dusty Rose lip chromatic lip finisher, or not lip finisher, chromatic lip stain. And I just love these. Look at that. Dusty Rose is a really good one. It's even though it's a shimmer, it's still very subtle. And it has that staying power of the lip for the lip stains. Hey, Linda, how are you? And so, no. Make sure it's not on my teeth. But see how it has that shine? And again, it's going to have that staying power because it is a lip stain. So now that we're wearing our mask and doing all that, it's not going to get on your mask and you'll have lips when you take them off. No, I always apply powder on my skin, but it doesn't work good on my skin. Lizina, do you put powder on first before even putting makeup on? I'm not talking about powdering after. I'm saying powder before. Powder before you do the airbrushing. Try that. I'm trying to pause so you can tell me if that's what you do. But also, I mean, depending on which, and I'm telling you this by going by our products. I know that our powders are super, they're milled. They're milled several times. So the powder itself is super thin and not going to settle. And so this one is a translucent powder. You could also use our setting powder, but powder before putting your makeup on. And I've been really liking it that way. Oh, Linda, thank you. She's doing good. She, they start school next week in this weird world that we're in right now. So we're going to see how that goes. But yeah, she is good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm waiting on Lizina to tell me. Candy, you can? Good. All right. I don't know if Lizina's going to tell me. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. I'll be on at 8 and 10 tomorrow. So bright and early. We'll be 8 and 10 on YouTube and 10 o'clock on Facebook as well. So I hope to see everybody there. Please jump on if you can and say hello. And we'll see you soon. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye for now.